Have you ever felt like your body and mind just aren't cooperating the way they used to? Maybe it's that stubborn fatigue that greets you every morning, the nagging ache in your joints, or the subtle but persistent voice in your head whispering doubts about what's next. If you've crossed into your 40s or beyond, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Life after 40 can sometimes feel like an uphill climb. The energy that once carried you effortlessly seems to wane, and the excitement about the future can start to blur into uncertainty. But what if I told you that it doesn't have to be that way? What if a few simple daily habits, no expensive gym memberships or complicated programs, could completely transform how you feel, think, and connect with yourself? Imagine waking up with a sense of vitality, a clear mind, and a heart that feels deeply at peace. Imagine not just surviving your 40s and beyond, but truly thriving. This video is about exactly that, the 3 daily habits that changed my life after 40. These aren't lofty goals or overwhelming routines. They are practical, accessible disciplines centered on wellness, mindset, and spirituality. Habits that helped me break free from exhaustion, self-doubt, and disconnection, and step into a life full of energy, confidence, and meaning. In the next 20 minutes, I'll share the journey that led me to these habits, the moments of struggle and breakthrough, and how you can start integrating them into your life starting today. Whether you're looking to reboot your health, shift your mindset, or deepen your spiritual connection, these habits are your blueprint to lasting personal growth. So, what are these habits? How exactly did they turn my life around? Stay with me, because you're about to discover simple yet powerful practices that can help you reclaim your vitality, sharpen your mind, and nurture your spirit, no matter your age. Crossing into your 40s often feels like a subtle shift in your body's rhythm. For me, mornings became a slow battle, heavy limbs, stiffness greeting me before my feet even hit the floor, and that foggy haze in my mind that refused to clear. I used to think this was just getting older, something inevitable that I had to accept and live with. But deep down, I knew it didn't have to be that way. One chilly morning, after dragging myself out of bed with more effort than usual, I decided to change my approach. Instead of rushing into my day or immediately grabbing my phone, I stepped outside onto the quiet street, the cool air brushing my skin. I started with a slow stretch, reaching for the sky, bending gently forward, letting my spine unwind after hours of stillness. I wasn't trying to push my limits or sweat buckets. I was simply awakening my body with kindness. This small act of morning movement quickly became sacred. Some days it was a short walk around the block, noticing the changing leaves and the crisp scent of fall. Other days it was a gentle yoga flow, nothing complicated, just enough to lubricate my joints and breathe into my muscles. With every stretch and step, I felt tension melt away and energy seep back into places I thought were long lost. But movement was only part of the ritual. I also began rethinking how I fueled my mornings. Gone were the days of gulping coffee with a side of sugary snacks just to get going. Instead, I started my day with hydration, a tall glass of cool water, infused with lemon to awaken my digestive system and flush out overnight toxins. Then came food, not just any food, but simple whole ingredients chosen carefully. A bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh berries, a handful of nuts, or an avocado toast sprinkled with seeds. These were my new morning allies. What made this mindful nutrition practice so powerful wasn't just what I ate, but how I ate it. I slowed down, savoring each bite, appreciating textures and flavors as if rediscovering food for the first time. This act of mindfulness nourished more than my body. It calmed my racing mind and brought me fully into the present moment. Over weeks, the changes were undeniable. The stiffness that haunted my mornings began to loosen. My energy became steadier, not the sharp spikes and crashes I'd grown used to. Mentally, I felt sharper, clearer, more ready to face the day's challenges. But perhaps the most profound change was the sense of respect I developed for my body, a realization that thriving after 40 isn't about punishing yourself with extreme workouts or crash diets. It's about honoring yourself with gentle, consistent care. If you're wondering where to start, here's a simple plan you can try tomorrow. Step 1. Before you jump out of bed, take 3 deep breaths, feeling the air fill your lungs fully. Step 2. Spend 5 to 10 minutes moving, stretch, walk, or do a few yoga poses. Focus on how your body feels, not on perfection. Step 3. Drink a large glass of water, perhaps with a squeeze of fresh lemon. Step 4. Prepare a breakfast that feels nourishing. It could be as simple as a banana with almond butter or a bowl of whole grain cereal with nuts and fruit. Eat slowly and mindfully. Remember, the goal isn't to overhaul your entire routine overnight. It's about starting with small, manageable steps that fit your life. Consistency beats intensity. Showing up daily for yourself creates momentum that compounds into lasting change. This wellness ritual, grounded in morning movement and mindful nutrition, became my cornerstone habit. It's a daily declaration that my body matters, that after 40, I'm not slowing down, I'm thriving. The mind can be our greatest ally or our harshest critic. After turning 40, I noticed that the quiet whispers of self-doubt had grown louder. Thoughts like, am I still relevant, or can I really change at this stage, would creep in uninvited. It was like carrying a weight I couldn't put down, a mental fog clouding my confidence and dimming my motivation. I realized that no matter how much I cared for my body, if my mindset was stuck in negativity, true transformation would remain out of reach. That's when I embraced mindset discipline, a deliberate daily practice to tend to my mental and emotional well-being. It started with carving out a sacred time every evening to reflect on my day. At first, I didn't know where to begin, but I soon learned that the power lay in asking the right questions, not superficial ones, but questions that invite honesty, kindness, and insight. I'd sit quietly with my journal and ask myself, what small victory did I achieve today? What moments made me smile or feel grateful? What challenges tested me, and what lesson did I take from them? Where did I show resilience, even if just a little? Writing these answers was sometimes confronting. Negative thoughts surfaced, but rather than pushing them away, I allowed myself to face them on paper. This act of acceptive control. It was no longer a chaotic storm inside my head, but something tangible I could examine and understand. Over time, these nightly reflections became a mirror, showing me growth I hadn't noticed before. Parallel to this journaling practice, I began incorporating positive affirmations, a tool that at first felt strange but soon became a lifeline. These are powerful, present tense statements designed to reprogram the subconscious mind, but they need to be authentic and believable, not just empty phrases. So I crafted affirmations that spoke directly to my struggles and hopes I am capable of learning and growing every day. My worth is not defined by my age or past. I embrace change with courage and curiosity. I deserve peace and joy in every moment. Every morning, standing before my mirror, I'd look myself in the eyes and repeat these affirmations slowly, feeling each word resonate deep inside. At night before sleep, I'd revisit them, letting their positive energy settle in. Gradually, these affirmations started to drown out the noise of self-doubt and replace it with a quiet confidence. One particularly tough day, when an unexpected setback threatened to derail me, I felt the old anxiety rising. Instead of spiraling, I paused, took a deep breath, and recited my affirmations. Then I pulled out my journal and wrote honestly about what scared me. This ritual didn't erase the difficulty, but it shifted my mindset from feeling defeated to seeing a challenge I would face and grow from. If you want to build your own mindset discipline, here's a detailed routine to get started. Step 1. Evening reflection for 10 minutes. Set aside a quiet space with your journal. Reflect on your day with these prompts. What went well today? Even the tiniest win counts. What challenged me? And what did I learn? What am I truly grateful for? Write without judgment. This is for your eyes only. Step 2. Morning affirmations for 5 minutes. Use 3 to 5 affirmations that speak to your current needs. Look in the mirror, breathe deeply, and say each affirmation slowly, allowing yourself to feel its truth. Customize your affirmations as you grow. Step 3. Mindful thought replacement. Throughout the day, notice when negative or limiting thoughts appear. Pause, acknowledge them without resistance, and consciously replace them with one of your affirmations. Over time, this trains your brain to favor empowering beliefs. Mindset discipline isn't about ignoring reality or forcing fake positivity. It's about cultivating awareness, kindness, and intentionality with your thoughts. It's about becoming the author of your inner dialogue, choosing words that support your growth and well-being. For me, this habit transformed how I saw myself after 40, not as someone fading, but as someone evolving, learning, and thriving. It gave me the mental clarity and resilience to face life's challenges with grace and strength. Life after 40 can sometimes feel like a relentless rush. a constant juggling act between work deadlines, family needs, social obligations, and personal goals. For a long time, I was swept up in this whirlwind, barely pausing to catch my breath. As days blurred into weeks and weeks into months, a quiet but persistent feeling grew inside. Me, a sense of disconnection, not just from others, but from myself. I felt like I was living on the surface, missing something essential beneath the noise and busyness. That realization hit me hard. It became clear that caring for my body and mind, while vital, was only part of the equation. I needed to nurture my spirit, that deep, often overlooked part of us that craves meaning, peace, and connection beyond the daily grind. The first step toward this was meditation. I'd heard about it for years, but honestly, it intimidated me. The idea of sitting still, trying to quiet a racing mind, felt impossible. My thoughts bounced from one worry to another like ping pong, balls in a never-ending game, but I made a commitment, meant just 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes of sitting quietly, eyes closed, focusing on my breath. The first few sessions were a challenge. My mind was loud, and restlessness tempted me to give up. But gradually, something shifted. Instead of fighting my thoughts, I learned to observe them, like watching clouds drift across the sky. When my attention wandered, I gently guided it back to the breath. No judgment, no frustration, just presence. With each session, I felt a deepening calm spreading through me. A quiet space where worries lost their grip. Meditation wasn't about achieving perfection or erasing thoughts. It was about reconnecting with myself in the present moment, offering kindness and acceptance to whatever arose. But meditation alone wasn't enough. I needed a way to train my heart to recognize the good amid life's challenges. That's when I started a daily gratitude practice. Every evening, I'd pull out my journal and write down 3 things I was truly thankful for. These weren't grand achievements or material things. Sometimes it was the warmth of the sun on my face during a midday walk, the sound of laughter from my children, or the comforting aroma of freshly brewed tea. This simple act rewired my brain over time. Gratitude shifted my focus from scarcity to abundance, from frustration to appreciation. It brought a lightness to my spirit and opened my heart to joy even in difficult moments. One evening, after a particularly stressful day filled with setbacks, I sat down for my meditation practice. My mind was churning with worries, doubts, and exhaustion, but I returned again and again to my breath, letting the waves of tension ebb away. Following meditation, I wrote in my gratitude journal, the kindness of a coworker, a peaceful moment watching the sunset, the comfort of my favorite book. That night, I slept with a heart lighter than it had been in weeks. I woke the next morning with renewed clarity and resilience. If you're ready to begin your own spiritual practice, here's a gentle, practical routine you can start with. Step 1. Begin with just 5 minutes of meditation daily. Find a quiet corner, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your natural breath. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your attention back without judgment. No need for fancy techniques, just simple presence. Apps like Headspace or Insight Timer can be great guides, but silence works just as well. Step 2. Keep a gratitude journal. Each evening, write down 3 things that truly made you feel grateful that day. They can be tiny moments or big blessings. What matters is the genuine feeling behind them. Don't rush. Let the gratitude fill you. Step 3. Notice the transformation. Over days and weeks, observe how these practices soften stress, deepen your emotional resilience, and open your heart to life's beauty. Meditation creates space for clarity and peace, while gratitude tunes your mind to positivity and abundance. Spiritual disciplines like meditation and gratitude don't require any particular religious belief or prior experience, just a willingness to slow down and listen to the quiet voice within. For me, they became the anchor in turbulent times and the light guiding me toward a richer, more fulfilling life. After 40, these practices helped me reclaim a vital part of myself, a sense of connection to something larger than daily worries or accomplishments. They nurtured my soul, making me feel whole, grounded, and deeply alive. We've journeyed through 3 powerful daily habits that truly transformed my life after 40. Starting each morning with gentle movement and mindful nutrition awakened my body in ways I never imagined possible, filling me with steady energy and vitality. Then, shifting my mindset through daily reflection and affirmations helped me silence the inner critic and replace doubt with empowering beliefs. Finally, embracing meditation and gratitude nurtured my spirit, bringing calm, clarity, and a profound sense of connection even amidst life's chaos. These habits aren't just checkboxes on a to-do list. They are acts of love toward yourself, daily commitments to your wellness, mindset, and soul. And the beauty is, you don't have to master all of them at once. Start small, be patient, and watch how each tiny step creates ripple effects of growth, peace, and joy. Before we close, I want to invite you into a moment of intention with me, a prayer to set your spirit and mindset on the path of thriving. If you feel comfortable, repeat these words silently or aloud, letting them sink deep into your heart. Repeat after me. I open myself to growth and healing every day. I welcome strength in my body, peace in my mind, and light in my spirit. I release doubt and fear, and embrace confidence and love. I am worthy of joy, health, and purpose at every stage of life. I commit to showing up for myself with kindness and courage. I am thriving, I am growing, I am becoming the best version of myself. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. If this video inspired you, please hit the like button and subscribe to join our community of growth seekers thriving after 40. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Leave a comment below sharing which habit resonates most with you or how you plan to start your journey. And don't forget to share this video with friends or family who could benefit from these habits too. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Remember, your best years are ahead, and your most vibrant, fulfilled life is waiting.